Hello people, what's going on? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about two fragrances that I recently got backup bottles of, and I would like to tell you, if you have been a fan of these two perfumes like I am, I understand that many people have different choices and not everybody has the same taste. To some people these fragrances are really great, and some people they'll feel this is like just regular designers. It's okay, they're forgettable. So this is the game in our fragrance world, but in my world, what I feel is precious. They are more, for me, more pricey or more expensive or exclusive than many niche perfumes and stuff. So I would say if you like these fragrances, get backup bottles of them right now before they completely disappear. The prices are rising, and I have seen the one of the fragrance recent time I can find in the market that much. So they're still there, but I will hunt down maybe a couple more bottles. So the two fragrances I want to talk about are these two. Okay, you can see from title my two favorite fragrance designer side, the Dunhill's Icon and CK Reveal. So CK Reveal is more rare compared to Dunhill's Icon. I think many of your countries you'll find this easily. But let me tell you, these two fragrances hold so much more value than many of niche perfumes. Sorry, time is around 3:15 a.m. So it's peaceful and quiet. And I discovered these fragrances, two fragrances like let me lay back a little bit. Okay, I had so much food and coffee. So when I started my journey, I used to go to a lot of shops. I still go to shops, but there was a time I used to basically explore a lot. I was in Kuala Lumpur at the time, Malaysia. So there were a lot of shops like Sogo, Mid Valley Mega Mall, Sunway Putra, and then Carrefour was not there, so Aeon Big, as well as was that place Times Square, I think, yeah. So Bukit Bintang. So I used to hunt for fragrances in many shops, and mostly KLCC. They would have all the Surya KLCC have all the retail outlets. So there was a shop in Sunway Putra Mall. I don't know if it's still there. It was in level 2 or 3. It's a perfume shop. It's called Perfume Shop. Okay, and there was this lady, Chinese lady, auntie. She used to be there, and she knew that I love perfumes. I would go every week, and I would explore a lot of perfumes, and they had actually a vintage Kuros. That time I didn't know the value of it. I would have bought it. And they have some of the other discontinued fragrances in that shop. I still have good memories. So they had many perfumes from different brands. And if they are tested, I would like to test them. So I bought quite a few fragrances from them, at least 50, 60. And they used to give me like a lot of samples. So I tried the CK Reveal and Dunhill's Icon. And I remember without them being hyped at all, I loved them because how unique they were compared to, let's say, Chanel Allure Sport or O Extreme, which were more expensive, 400 something ringgit. This used to be like 200 ringgit, like half the price. And I would say, okay, I would do that, and I saved money and I bought them. I loved. Let me talk about, I think I got the Icon first. This fragrance has been a part of my journey. If you want to define Joy Amin, what he wears, what he likes, and what he admires, this is one of the perfumes. You can see the juice level was going down. I decant. So I used to have like two bottles. So that came down to one bottle after decanting, and I was looking in this for this fragrance in the shops. I could get this like under $40 before. Now I paid 55 or $56 for this. Yeah, this is the new bottle that I bought. Um, this is the backup. This is how the box looks. So this is intact. I will open it after I finish this, but I actually want to buy a couple more of this fragrance because such a great fragrance. One thing. Second thing is this is such a masculine perfume with this beautiful neroli, leather, pepper, vetiver. The vetiver is not like Terre d'Hermes. I don't find them similar. But what I find this fragrance to be is like the bottle, the heaviness of this bottle gives so much confidence. And I did say in my earlier days videos how much I enjoy. This one doesn't have much of the click sound, but my first bottle had the click. It's like metal hitting metal, like literally like Terminator, when he's like boom, you saw the movie like where the levers came down and then took down the Terminator. It feels like that, it's like tough. Okay, the bottle is so heavy, and even if you see inside, it looks very premium. So this fragrance, I think later on they did Mont Blanc Explorer bottle. It kind of similar to this Kayed by Latafa. They took inspiration from these bottles, but such a great feel. Yeah, the sound is great. So I love this masculinity. This is like a city dweller, okay? Like a person who lives in this urban jungle, and means like the city with the skyscrapers, everything. His life is within that city, work life, weekend, have a sandwich, read newspapers, whatever, the metro. This is for them, this is a man in the city. This is how I imagine this. And Dunhill has a lot of great perfumes like Dunhill's Edition, Dunhill for Men, Dunhill's Brown, Dunhill's Fresh, Pure. If you want me to like remember, there's so many. Dunhill's Desire Red, one of my favorite fragrance line, Desire line. So Dunhill has many perfumes I can remember at this point. Dunhill's another one was there. Dunhill's Signature. No, Dunhill's. I cannot remember that weight. Like the paperweight bottle. Dunhill, what it was. Anyway, they took similar cap then to this. Okay, so let me get that. Why can't I remember names? Yeah, I had to. This is called Dunhill Century. You can see the cap similarity, right? Similar, right? They took sort of similar cap vibe, but the bottle was different. When it came out first, 130, 35 ml, I could not believe this fragrance is so affordable, so great. So this is definitely one of my top Dunhills, but nothing beats for me Dunhill's Icon. This is a true boss of Dunhill for me, okay? So you can say Dunhill for men, or like the fragrance like Hugo Boss's number one. They're like more old school, but this is a modern masterpiece. Okay, so now it has some age. It aged like fine whiskey or fine wine. I absolutely love this. I cannot imagine living without this fragrance. So I heard this discontinued. Someone from my subscribers, they wrote on my channel. So I ran and found one, but other shops, they don't seem to have stock on it. And when I asked the sellers, they were a bit surprised, like, oh yeah, no wonder you can find this bottle. So I told them to like stock up and get these many in the country, so people can actually own ones, and then before it the prices go jacked up. So I would say Dunhill's Icon, definitely get it. This is like a manly one of the best perfumes, great longevity. The others from this line are the Absolute, the Dunhill's Icon, Elite, and Racing, the red, blue. Yeah, these fragrances are kind of nice. I have the other ones, I don't know where I kept it. Yeah, there's one here, it's here. This one also now is discontinued, but great fragrance, got dust, lot of it. Yeah, Dunhill's Icon Racing, but none of the fragrances came close to the OG. Okay, sorry, I'm leaning, right? So this one, Dunhill's Icon, get it from $40. It also came with a set with a small 15 or 20 ml, similar looking bottle but thinner. If you can get that set, that would be the best bet. But it's such a classic. This will be remembered for a long time. So there you go, Dunhill's Icon. Second one is, I always talk about it. This one, the 30 ml, people are selling right now in Bangladesh for around $40. So that is more than $100 per 100 ml. This is CK Reveal, right? CK Reveal was affordable, $35 everywhere in Bangladesh. I'm not going to say people did not buy this. People did buy this, enjoyed it in winters, but mostly people who love fragrance like Ultra Male or clubbing fragrances, 1 million Eroses, they love this. But there's a huge crowd who are not fan of this. This is too sweet. And the brandy, the agave, the leather, it's like, it's a bit childish for them. I understand. I have full respect for people for their own taste. But I am like, in a way, I always say I have certain things similar to Mark Robsway, because he is my inspiration to do this work. And he is the fragrance guru for me. But now, what he's reviewing is not my style of fragrances. There, he is more into dark oud, like niche perfumes. But I enjoyed that part of early Mark when he was young. I think we're almost the same age. He's younger by 1 year to me. But Mark's choice, and he's the one who started the game. But early days, what he did, the designers, his love for Lamal, Hugo Boss bottle, Kuros, Aqua di Gios, cool waters. That is the time I love Mark's work, because I can relate to that. But I'm not saying I don't like him anymore. I do, but I relate to his older days work. So this fragrance, I saw my good friend, back in the days, not many reviewers are talking about it. My good friend Chad at Gentleman's Journey, he is the one who gave this love, and because he lives in a colder country, he appreciates this more. So the juice reminds me a little bit of. I'm talking a bit, much, but take a look at them. They're kind of similar. CHM Preview, another lost gem. That one is discontinued, hard to find. $150 for that right now. This fragrance was my one of the best compliment garners in winters 2016-17. I rocked it. Nobody had it at that time. Nobody had it in Bangladesh. Dior Sauvage was new, so I used to get compliments from people like crazy. Like people would just stop me and say, "Brother, what is the name of that body spray you're wearing?" Because in Bangladesh, people wear more body sprays back then. So when I joined the community or started my groups, that time perfumes were relatively not main culture. It was like cult culture or cult favorite thing, or yeah, you can say tradition. But this fragrance now, I mean, I smell it here and there. Kids, mostly like people who are students, they rock this. So in winters, one of my friends told me, "What was that perfume, brother, you were wearing? You're coming to my house from third floor. I could smell you because it was winter, very nice breeze." So somehow he smelled me, and he said his sofa, his stairways, he didn't have lift. His house is a bit old house, so they're a bit, you know, congested. And he said, "Whatever you're wearing, my sofa smells like you, my hallway smell like this next day." So I gave him a decant, but later I don't know if he bought a bottle. This fragrance is super expensive now. It's getting super rare. I understand it used to be 35 bucks, and it will be hurt. It will hurt like paying $35 for 30 ml. But get one of these 100 ml bottles. If in your country you do not have you have access to it, trust me, get it, keep it in the stock if you can. Yeah, this is the box. The women's version I'm not a very big fan of. I'm gonna let go of one of these. If you need, do let me know. But the CK Reveal is a fragrance I feel truly, if you're a fan of sweet perfumes, boozy fragrances, so much better than much more expensive, let's say Jean Paul Gaultier Paco Rabanne. I'm just saying, okay? So CK Reveal and Dunhill's Icon. If you can, get at least a backup bottle if you are a fan of these perfumes, okay? That's all I have to say about that. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching. My throat is drying up. I need one more coffee, I guess. I have done 3 videos today after a long time. Take care and good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye-bye.